Avengers, the movie that had one goal in sight, and that was not to tell a story. I mean, the goal was to assemble the various introduced good characters into one group. Let's see what we have. We have Hawkeye, who is here for some reason. We have Thor, who he is here because of plot convenience. We have Black Widow, we will return to her. We have Iron Man, because of course we have. We have Captain America, sure, that was obvious. And we have Hulk. This is not Edward Norton Hulk, this is Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. What is lame? Mark Ruffalo is lame, and his Hulk is lame. Even the character design of this Hulk is lame. I'm sorry to say, but it is lame. The real question that we should ask ourselves is, why keep a character that you are legally not allowed to write a story and otherwise does nothing? Sure, he is the aviator of the group, but was there anything really? I mean, sure, there was that space turtle fish thingy that Transformers wanna be. Then there were a lot more, and the army that was sent here, the Chidori. Naruto wants their fair share of the legal fees. Our clone army just made up for this movie because why not? Why are they here? They are here to exterminate the humans, and Loki is their chief of command. Otherwise, they are the hired army from Thanos. What is Thanos' goal here? Thanos' goal is to conquer the universe. So this is not the Thanos of Endgame. There was a retcon. Talking about retcon, the end of Thor is retconned. We left that movie with Loki possessing the senior scientist, meteorologist, whatever, trying to have access to the hypercube, which by retcon was no longer designed by Howard Stark. Was the MCU ever good, or we were just ready to overlook the constant mistakes, errors, retcons, whatnot? Yeah, that's a question. No. Who we don't have in this movie? War Machine. Where is War Machine? Your guess is as good as mine. Now, what happens in this movie? Not a lot. Let's be honest, not a lot happens. They are just hanging around doing nothing. Nothing happens. Then Loki is on the mega ship that cost at least $1 trillion. So when it is shut down, I don't know who pays for that. So I would be interested in the Marvel financial part. I don't think the comic books has any things that are, but this should be the cinematic universe, and we should ask what happens with the stuff like a bunch of people had to die here, and a bunch of buildings collapsed, and a bunch of alien technologies on the street. It would have been a great one-shot to see politicians and that kind of people sorting it out. You know, that is why I will never watch, for example, Star Wars Rogue One, because just judging from, the original Star Wars movie, which is got the subtitle New Hope, secondary title, whatever. That was a very corporate introduction. This is a diplomatic ship, we have authorization, and you have no legal territory here. Get off, Mr. Vader. That's what I expected. There wasn't some big, oh, let's shoot out. The rebels weren't terrorists. Rogue One is a terrorist group. Instead, in my head, getting the Star Wars, the Death Star blueprints were done by bureaucrats. Some low-level bureaucrats just heard in a coffee break that they are making this super weapon. And he saw some stuff, and he consulted with other administrators, and the spies, the rebel sympathizers, even rebel members, hackers and stuff, put together that they are making this Death Star thing. So they put it in a pen drive, gave it to Leia Organa through some administrators, diplomats, and whatnot, bureaucrats. And that would have been a 15-minute movie in an office setting, and it would have been infinitely better, but because that was what the movie set up. Sure, I bet it was a great action movie, but I don't want an action movie, because that was not what was set up. So here, they are shooting a bunch and falling apart, and then all of a sudden everything come together and they beat up Loki. Because why not? And the Tesseract disappeared both from S.H.I.E.L.D. and Loki, because sure, the plot has to happen. At least that was made sense to get hijack the helicarrier. They hunt down the Tesseract, so Loki now goes there, and in the meanwhile they're building this Stargate. Great, and that's one of my other gripes. Because the whole thing is, oh, we have to stop the army by closing down this gate, which has an impenetrable shield. Great. Did we have to do that, though? No. Because this is one of the clone army of insect origin, which has a hive mind mothership, whatever, which you can just blow up and the whole army instantly dies. Independence Day and whatever, what you want. And they do blow it up. And they instantly die. So we did not need to close down the door, Stargate or whatever. This is just bad writing. Aside the movie being overlong and nothing happening, and pointing out that there is a God, there is a super rich guy with ultra high technology, there is a literal super soldier, and there is a monster, and among them they have a guy with a bow and a spy. And we don't have a spy movie. We never got a spy movie. Now this is where I want to talk about Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, aka I don't know. This is the movie which only real positive side is Natasha Romanoff. She almost had a character. If she had her own series, I think she opted for doing movies at other studios, and so that's why she didn't have one. But at least make a movie with her? 2 spy movies? Infiltrate Hydra or The Ten Ring? Something! But no, I tell you, from this point on, she will disappear. She will be there, but she will be just a bio prop. So I will check out, maybe I should take ahead the Black Widow movie to make it any sense and relevance, get some entertainment from it. I don't know if it has some continuity with later with its characters, so now we will go to the second set of phase 2. This was the end of phase 1, and I know we checked out Agent Carter, which was phase 3 or something. It would be nice if these phases listed series and one-shots too, but no, that would be too much to ask. And phase 2 is bad. From the titles of movies, I'm not sure about what else belongs there. Only Ant-Man was what I thought. It was fine. Okay, now I see Guardians of the Galaxy. But the rest, Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, aka Thor 2, Captain America Winter Soldier, and Avengers Age of Ultron, I never cared. Absolutely never. And going thematically, pacing. How is Ant-Man a phase 2 movie if it was released after Avengers Age of Ultron? It's a phase 3 movie. It has nothing to do with phase 2.